Greetings, adventurers. I am here at Miesville Ravine for a day hike. It is about 24 degrees. It is an overcast day. Let's go on a hike. As you can see, I remember my neck warmer this time. Finally. Anyway, Miesville Ravine here. It's located about 10 minutes from Cannon Falls, Minnesota. This ravine here has a Trout Brook. That river I crossed was Trout Brook, and that runs into the Cannon River. So this park here is located at the confluence of the Trout Brook and Cannon River, which we will see later. I'll be doing kind of a few little hikes. This loop is kind of a figure eight starting at my car, so I'll be going up about 2 miles and back a couple miles, coming back to the car, and then on the other side of the car there's like another mile and a half loop I'll be doing. And then there's another loop I want to do that's actually on the other side of the Cannon River. So I'll have to drive over to the other side of the river and do another loop over there. Alright. I'm rounding the end of the loop, about a mile in, and look at this. The sun's starting to peek through a little bit. I'm assuming, I was wondering where Trout Brook comes from. And I was kind of assuming that it comes from springs. And this just gives me more evidence to support that. It looks just like a spring. Water coming out of the ground obviously contributes to Trout Brook. I don't think this is where it starts, but good amount of water coming out of there. And these chickadees are all over the place, foraging for food. The black crested chickadees, I think they're called, something like that. Anyway, they're all over the place. trying to find a good spot to show you the ravine. It's kind of hard to see, but I think this might be a good spot. Okay, now you can see that hill over there. Off in the distance, kind of a ridge line. And then you turn around on the other side, and there's a big hill over there too. So we're kind of down in the ravine. I was hoping we'd get a better view of both sides at the same time, but I think this is about as good as I could do. But we are almost back to the car here. Trout Brook, ladies and gentlemen. Trout Brook. Alrighty, folks. Back here at the car. I stopped to put my snow pants on. My legs were a little chilly. This makes me a little more comfortable. Anyway, I am across the road from the last hike we're at. A little handy dandy map here. We just hiked this little loop thing here, and now we're going to do this one down here, down by the Canyon River. Let's go check it out. Here we are, folks. We've reached the Canyon River. I'm actually surprised that it's not more frozen than it is, but it's still moving pretty good, so. Found a nice little spot on a downed tree here on the banks of the river. Have some hot chocolate, take a little break. Enjoy this view. Alright, that was a lovely, lovely break. Took about 15 minutes. Had a couple powdered sugar donuts, some hot chocolate, and it started snowing. Got some light flurries going. Nice, pleasant surprise. Oh, look at that, the sun peeked out for a second. Anyway, back here at the parking lot. Miesville Ravine. This place is pretty cool. The trails were beautiful, no complaints there. Wide gravel paths. I think this is a pretty popular place. I've only seen 2 people here, but again, it's only 8:30 in the morning. It's pretty cold. It's winter, and I've still seen a couple people here. But the trails, I can tell, are still well used. The snow is well packed down. I would assume this would be a good place to bring your dog to walk. All dogs must be on a leash. Just because of the length of all the trails are all, 1 or 2 miles. There's multiple different choices and as far as loops. So, fit lots of people's choices. But we still have another place to go. I'm gonna drive, it's like 5 minutes away to the other side of the Canyon River, and I'll meet you there. Okay, folks, here we are. That was a little more of a drive than I thought. It was just across the river, but I had to go like 12 minutes back to Cannon Falls to cross the river, come back. Here we go. We got our recreational trail here. This is a 2-mile loop. It kind of cuts across a few different areas. It's not really in one specific area. It starts in the River Terrace Scientific Nature area, and then it kind of cuts over into the Richard Dorrier State Forest, hardwood forest. Has continued snowing. Look at these flurries. Awesome. But the wind is starting to pick up a little bit. It is supposed to get pretty windy this afternoon, and I can definitely tell it's starting to pick up. Here we go. Cannon Valley Interpretive Trail. That's the proper name. No horses on this trail. I'm really glad that's snowing. Been really cold this year, but not a lot of snow. And I don't really like the cold, but I love snow. So usually when I go on hikes like these, I get excited because I'm excited to go play in the snow. But we really haven't had much snow this year, and it's been really cold, so kind of had those walking blues. Cue music.
People tell me the walking blues ain't bad. The worst old feeling I most ever had. People tell me the old walking blues ain't bad. Well, it's a worst old feeling, ooh, Lord, I most ever had.
So this here is our man-made runoff pond. So the fertilizers and stuff that we use to help the food grow, when it rains, that stuff gets washed down, and so that we don't want it to get into our water table and stuff. So we build these runoff ponds. So all the runoff goes into here, and then it takes a long time for it to seep through this gravel and clay and stuff that they put here, and the trees and stuff. So it filters out the pollutants before it runs down the hill over here into the canyon below. This place is a bit more secluded than the other place. But a little less maintained. You know, the trail was still pretty good, but not quite as nice. Not as groomed as the other place, but there wasn't any really water here either, so it was, you know, a little dull, I guess. But here at the parking lot, look at this. It's just awesome. Anyway, that does it for Miesville Ravine, and I will see you next week right here on Happy Trail Backpacking.